Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. Yeah, this is episode 161 and today is Sunday, July 10th, 2022. I got my coffee in my summer sock camp mug. This is from year one from the Crazy Sock Lady because it's summer sock camp. And this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. I've got peppermint mocha creamer. I'm still searching for pumpkin spice. It's coming soon, I can feel it. Usually it's in my grocery store like the end of July. Usually, we'll see. If you are new, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box, down bar, whatever you want to call it, the chevron thingy. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I have my Ravelry group where I'm hosting hashtag KnitAllTheFelici 2022. Yeah, just knit Felici, knit or crochet. You can crochet. I know it says knit all the Felici. But since I'm Knit All the Yarn podcast, I took the yarn in the podcast out and I put in Felici. That's how I came up with the idea. Yeah, all the rules are over there in my Ravelry group. Just knit or crochet Felici yarn. You can hold it double with Felici. You can hold Felici double. You can hold Felici with a solid yarn to make DK socks or hats. I've seen a couple people, or maybe it was just one person that did two hats. I think it was just one person, but it was pretty cool. They held a solid color with a Felici. I never seen it in a hat, and it was cool. I need to try that sometime. Yes, and that ends August 31st. So just post your finished objects over there. There's a chatter and a finished object thread. I think I'm going to draw a pattern prize for each one. And yeah, I think that's it. I will have my Ko-Fi also down below if you would like to support my podcast. I am saving some money for a new iPad to record on because my phone, I call it a phone, it's not a phone. My iPod Touch is a few years old and the battery is probably going to die on me. I do watch a lot of YouTube on it, and I play a lot of games on it, but I have to charge it like 3 or 4 times a day. So yeah, I feel like the battery is slowly dying. What else? I will have all my show notes down there. I'll have my patterns, yarns, yarn shop links, bag shop links, links to patterns. I'll have my reading and watching down there. And yeah, and I have 2 finished objects this time and 4 whips. I cast on something new, guys. I did. And thank you all for rooting me on and for my last week episode because I asked, should I cast this on? I did. So we will see that in a bit. I did work on my blanket. I got my blanket back out, so I have progress on that. Yeah, and I got some stash. And when we get into life stuff, I got some bad stuff that happened this week. So I had a rough week, but I'm still here. I'm still knitting. We'll talk about that in life stuff. Nothing serious, just, like first world problems type of stuff. Okay, and I'm going to try to go through this faster, because part of my life stuff, I need to try to make my video shorter. I'll explain that later in life stuff. So I'm going to try not to go so fast, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, finished object. Number 1. Oh, and my husband is mowing right now, so I don't know if you can hear that. I'm hoping, since I'm wearing my microphone, you won't hear it. I love these so much. These were so fun to knit. They felt like scrappy socks, but they're not scrappy. So this is Night Owl Fibers in the Very Hungry Caterpillar colorway. I don't know if she still has it. I had this in my stash for probably a year, and I'm like, I need to knit this. They don't match. They're off by like, looks like by one stripe. That's okay. That doesn't bother me. I did 64 stitches. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I did a afterthought heel or forethought, however you want to call it. I do a cut-in heel. Yeah, and I do 5 rows before I do my decrease. And for my heels and my toes, I just knit around and then decrease around, and I just keep doing that until I have, I think it's 12 stitches on each needle. Yes, because I do mine magic loop, so I guess 24 stitches if you want to be technical. And I do the same thing for the heel and the toe. But like I said, I do 5 rows of just regular knitting before I start my decrease rows. But yeah, I love these. These are mine. I'm keeping these. And go get some Night Owl Fibers. Her yarn is glorious. I love it. All right, that is finished object number 2. I mean 1. Finished object number 2. Oh, I love these too. Oh, these are really blowing out the camera because they are bright. It's a little better. So this is Desert Vista Dyeworks. These are for, I'm doing this for her knit along, where you knit. I mean, there's various things you can knit. You can knit a pair of socks. You can do 2 pairs of shorties. That's what I'm doing, 2 pairs of shorties. So this is my first pair. This is also Desert Vista Dyeworks. You have to use all of her yarn for the whole sock. And she sells solid colors and full skeins. I wish I'd known that a long time ago, but that's okay. So yeah, I just bought a gray, and now I'm just using it for heels, toes, whenever, so I can make the skein last a little bit longer, because I pretty much use all of it when I do 2 pairs of shorties. So these ones are for my friend Amie from Happy Little Yarn. We're gonna have, oh, I didn't say, this is Hungry Hungry Hippos. So we're gonna have matching Hungry Hungry Hippo socks. And for hers, I did 15 rows of 2x2 rib, and I did 10 rows of leg for her. And then popped in the heel. After the heel, I used 64 stitches, US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. That's what I do for all of my socks, no matter who they're for. I like the gauge that I get. So far, I have not gotten any looser, my gauge. So I'm hoping I can stick with that. If I have to like go down to a 1 probably won't be bad, but if I have to go to a 0, it's not gonna be cool. But yeah. So these are gonna be for her Christmas present. So she'll get some nice bright socks for Christmas. And that is all of my finished objects. 2 pairs of socks. As you can see, after I got back from vacation, all of my knitting time came back, and it was glorious. First, I forgot to share my favorite t-shirt. I probably wear this all the time on my podcast. It's my favorite. And I forgot to show you what I was wearing. This is my Bubbles and Brioche shawl by Stephen West. I made it all out of KnitPicks Stroll. Oh, I made this right after, I'm pretty sure I cast this on right after I finished the mystery knit along, Stephen West mystery knit along, because it had brioche in it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do brioche. Well, I did that shawl and I learned brioche. So I'm like, I'm casting this on. I would definitely knit this again. Now the cast on was a little tricky, not gonna lie, but after that it was easy breezy. So yeah, it's a little bit cooler today. I think I woke up and it was like 50. I'm like, ooh, it's chilly. Yes. Okay, now we're on to whips. Let's see, I gotta go to my notes. We do these in order. All right, I got my second Desert Vista Dyeworks sock in here. This is the bag that my friend made for me, Amie from Happy Little Yarn. And I got my summer sock camp pins on there. All right, this is pair number 2. So these ones are for me. I'm close. I'm really close, but they're not going to get finished today because it's Scrappy Sunday, and once I talk about my blanket, I am like on a mission. So I finished the tube. No heel. If you're curious about my markers, I will leave a video link down below. I'm going to put my heel right there. So for my socks, I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And I think I did 8 rows of leg on mine. Just because that's where the stripe ended. And I'm like, that's good enough. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the stripe for the heels for these. And save the gray, because I think I have enough. I haven't weighed it. So I split the skein in 2 50-gram cakes. And then I did my friend's socks. And then with mine, I split that 50 gram into 25 grams each. Because I wanted to cast them on both at the same time so that I didn't have to worry about, I just wanted to cast them on both at the same time. That's it. So I'm like, well, let's divide the skein again. And I did. So this is how much I have left of the first sock. So is my scale up here? Yes, my scale's up here. I'm pretty sure it takes about 4 grams to do my heel. So let's see how much I got left. I got 6. Maybe I'm going to do gray. Maybe I will. Yeah, because if I do that, then I'm not going to have, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it definitely is enough. So I guess we'll see how much I have left of my second sock. Let's see how much I have left from doing my friend's sock. Let's weigh this. This is how much I have left. So that's definitely, I'd like to leave a little bit for my Cozy Memories blanket. I only need 5 grams, obviously. Oh, that's 16. Okay, that answers my question. I'm also making an advent calendar for somebody, and we're doing 10 grams. So I'm like, I want to have 5 grams for my blanket, 10 grams for her, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will do the stripes. I gotta have enough for my Cozy Memories blanket. So here is the first sock, and here's the second one. I do my magic loop, cuff down. These are Chiaogoo red lace, 2.5 millimeter needles, which is the US 1.5, 32-inch cord. Did I already say that? I don't know. All these numbers. But yeah, so this is what I got so far. So we'll see. Maybe I will do gray. We'll just have matchy-matchy socks. They're not totally matching because her heel is longer, but I started with red and I started hers with this blue color. So I don't know. Maybe I will do gray. What do you think? Should I do gray or stripes? I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see how much yarn I have left from this ball of. So this is what I have left for this one. So I guess we will wait and see how I feel, and you will all see next week. Yeah, I feel like it's taking me a longer time to do these, but I forgot that I finished these up too at the beginning of the month, towards the end of the month. So I didn't technically, I may have started cast these on, but I didn't work on it for a couple days. So I feel like I'm behind because it's the 10th and I'm not done yet. But it doesn't matter. I have the whole month. And I bet I can finish those on Monday. All right, let me put my scale back. Okay, that is whip number 1, whip number 2. I just cast these on because why not? I have not much done on these. This is my stitching plaza bag. My Harry Potter stitching plaza bag. So these are my next sock. These are also going to be for my friend. This is her yarn. She sent it to me. Nomadic Yarns. And this is Dobby's a Free Elf. Now, I don't know, Nomadic Yarns renamed all of her Harry Potter colorways. So I don't know if she still has this one, or she might have it, but it's a different name. But this is the 75-25 base, which is my favorite. And I have all the colors, so I'm not gonna, I don't have to get my balls out. Sometimes I act like I'm 12. It's okay. So I got the cuffs done. I did 15 rows of cuff. Rows. My needle's all funky here. There we go. So yeah. So there's a bigger stripe of this tan color, and then you have these 3 smaller colors. I'm hoping, since I started with the color stripes, so that I can put the heel right in between this larger tan stripe. I don't know how many rows is left. These ones I'm going to have trouble with heels. Like, what color? Do I just use all of it? Am I going to have enough? I know she likes about 10 rows of leg. So I guess we'll wait and see. And it looks like they're going to match. So maybe the heel will go in between one of those stripes. I just hope that it ends. I don't know. I'm thinking too hard on this probably. So yeah, Amy, I know you're watching, start to brainstorm ideas about what color the heel will be for these. Because this is not black, it's dark brown. I can't do this. I could do that. It's not the same pink. You know me and my pucker. So it's going to be a while before I get there. So we can think about it for a little bit. These are part of your Christmas present. So yep, that's all I got. Just cuffs. So I also divided the skein in half. Half for me, half for her. That's how we are doing it. So I took that 50 gram, split it in half, so that I can just cast them both on. Because I hate cuffs. I hate doing rib. After that, I'm fine. I don't mind doing the heel. I don't mind Kitchener. I don't mind cutting in the heel. The heels feel like are a little slow for me because maybe it's because I just want to finish so I can cast on another sock. But so I divided the 50 gram into 2. So that when I finish the sock, I'm like, okay, let's just go. Let's go. Or if I'm like doing this one and I'm like, hey, I want to work on the other one, I can just work on them in tandem if I want. But like I said, I could probably finish this and the toe in one day because it's only like, I think it's like 80 some rows. I can do 80 rows in a day, no problem. Okay, that is all of my sock whips and my sock finish objects. So now we're going to go into my new cast on. I did print out the pattern, but I left it downstairs, and also it doesn't have any pictures on it. It's just the pattern, so. And it's paid for, so I can't really give it away. Right now it is living in my Knit for Brains 80s bag. 80s/70s. Oh, I love it. And this is my Penguono. Oh, that's right, guys. I cast it on. I already put my stitch marker. Because I'm like, all right, I'm done working on it the week. I'll stick my marker in, and then I won't have to worry about moving it. Oh, it's beautiful. So here is the Penguono. So this is the back. Do a provisional cast on. I like his version of provisional cast on. He had a video. I bought the Penguono workshop because I'm going to need help. So this is the front side. So this is, right now it's all row 1 minis. And when I got into my transition, I did a few rows and I'm like, okay, my colors are kind of getting low. So what I did was, I'm holding 3 strands of fingering weight together. So once I'm thinking, okay, my colors are getting low, I changed one color and left 2 old ones. And then I knit 2 rows, and then I dropped a second color, picked another new one up. And then I did 2 more rows, and then I dropped that last third color from when I started with. So now I'm all in my 3 new colors, which are, it's kind of messy. These right now. I'm not going to really do, I'm not doing a, rainbow fade. I'm just picking 3 colors that go together, that I feel like they go together, and I'm just going with it. So I'll slowly drop one of these, and then I'll just pick 3 new colors. And, I have tons of row 1 minis. I am doing the large size, which is, I think it's a 54-inch bust. So I got lots of positive ease to work with. I'm thinking I probably should have went down to a 10. I'm using a 10.5. But after I did a little bit, I measured my gauge. And I think for this size, it recommends 16 stitches. Yes, 16 stitches. I'm getting like 15. So that probably means it's going to be bigger, right? Is that what that means? Or smaller? I don't remember. I can never figure this out. I'm not good at gauging. So this is the back piece. At any rate, if it's too big, it's fine because it's just going to be like a knitted robe. Yeah, I'm just going to wear it over my jammies and just chill out in my house is probably what it's going to be used for. So if it's too big, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm using all scraps. Depending on how much I love it, I feel like this is my first cardigan. This is a cardigan type sweater. I feel like I would like that more than a pullover. So I'm going to knit this, I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to see if I like it. Then maybe I'll go down to a 10 or maybe even down a size. I haven't decided. But I wanted to use up lots of my scraps, so that's why I wanted to do 3 strands. So yeah, look at that, it's beautiful. So you're all gonna be with me on this Penguono journey. Let's see how it goes. So far, this section is easy. The cast on was a little weird, but figured it out. No problems. The welts on the side, not a problem. I can do those. It's the rest of it, like the shoulder pieces. And then when you come around, I don't know. That's why I bought his workshop, because he has videos for each section, which is what I need. I need visuals. I am a visual person. I need a video. If I can see somebody do it, then I have no problems. And his videos are awesome. All right, that is my Penguono. I think that's it. So we'll see how much I get done. And that is seed stitch. That is the first time I've done that. And I don't like knitting seed stitch. it's like worse than purling. So it hurts my hands a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is like maybe I did an hour on Friday. I think I cast on Tuesday and I did a few rows. Friday I did an hour and I think that's my max. At least at this point. We'll see what happens after I get past the seed stitch part. So I'm going to try to do like an hour a day, like Monday through Friday. We'll see. Maybe 3 days a week. I don't know. Because we're going to talk about my blanket here. And my blanket. So this is like, it's half done. This bag is from KnitPicks. It is zippered. But since I have no pets and whatnot, I don't zip it up. I just leave it open. If I had my kitty cats still with me, I would have definitely been zipping that up. Because I could see my cat hopping in there and taking a nap. Especially with that blanket on there. I could see it now. Okay, so this is another Stephen West pattern. Penguono is by Stephen West. I don't know if I said that. But like I said, I'll have all my notes down below. So this is my Stephen West, what is this called? Painting Bricks blanket. I think we're going to start doing like a side view because it's getting too long. Look at this. So here's my stitch marker. Now I have 2 light bulb stitch markers on here because this is where I ended in July or June. I have markers for each month to see how many months this takes me. So right now we're at 2 months. Or we're working on 3 months. So this is what I got done this week. So I'm going to move this extra marker. I'm going to leave that one there, take this extra one off, and I'm going to place it here in a second. So I got 3 repeats done, and I did some maths. Okay, I don't know if I'm correct. I might have to double check, but if I do 3 repeats each week, I think that's 6 stripes per week. I think I will finish this blanket in like 6 weeks. So now I'm like really determined to do my 6 stripes, 3 repeats, whatever you want to call it, every week. Because that will finish it like right before August, which is awesome. Because the end of August, I'm casting on my Cozy Memories blanket. This one's going to be for my youngest daughter, and I don't know if it was my idea or her idea, but she's been asking, like, when are you going to start my blanket? So I had a chat with her, and I'm like, I really want to finish this first. And so after I did my maths, I said, hey, how about I start it on your birthday? And she thought that was the best idea ever. Or we decided it was the best idea ever. And this would be done before then. Her birthday is August 26th. So I'm trying to finish it before then. So today I'm going to power through this puppy. I'm going to work on it. So maybe, I think 6 stripes. It usually takes me like 2.5 days if I work on it all day. So I don't know. So that's why my Penguono might be only 3 days I'll work on it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really determined to finish this. I want to finish it. Where's the halfway point? I did mark my halfway point. I was supposed to do 78 color stripes, and I think I'm at 43. So there's my half. Now technically, I do not have to do the full 78. I can stop whenever, which I might have to stop early, because we'll talk about that. I'm mad. I'm trying not to show my grumpy side today, but I am not happy. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But yeah, so that's the halfway point. And yes, I'm using US 7s, I believe. Yep, 7, 4.5 millimeter Chiaogoo needles. I bought fixed ones for this because I knew it was going to be a long-term project. And I do have another blanket in mind, but it might be a long time before I cast it on. Because of something. I'll tell you a little bit. But yeah, look at this. I am not going to block this. I know it needs blocked, but how in the world do you block a blanket? I don't have space to block a blanket. I don't have enough mats. Yeah, I don't. I think I'm just going to use it and it'll block itself out. Or maybe I'll, because it is pretty heavy right now, maybe I'll like borrow my mother's clothesline. I know she has the outside clothesline. Maybe I'm visiting sometime. I'll just hang it over it so it kind of stretches a little. I don't know, but I'm using all Stroll, KnitPicks Stroll. The main color is ash, and then I just got random colors from my stash. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, that is my blanket. Let me move my stitch marker. All right, and that is all of my whips. That's it. So today I'm going to work on this blanket. I think I forgot to share my progress on this. I was going to do it and I forgot. So maybe today I'll show my progress on Instagram. All right. Oh man, that is going to be some awesome meters if I finish that this year. I think maybe after that and my Penguono, I'll probably hit my goal. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that is it for the whips and the finished objects. Now we're going to do stash. Or should we do reading and watching? I gotta rearrange myself. Let's do reading and watching real first because there's not much. Okay, so a group of friends decided to read Red, White, and Royal Blue. I finished it. It was not my cup of tea. Now, I say that I don't like romance books, but I loved Bridgerton, so I don't know. Maybe it was just this one. I like Bridgerton. I don't know if is Outlander romance. Maybe borderline. Yeah, I think I gave this one 2 stars because it was predictable. It was okay. I do like the 2 characters, their interaction, their relationship. But it was just too predictable. And that's all I'm going to say because they haven't finished it yet. And there was naughty bits. Lots. Maybe not lots. There was some. Yeah, there was naughty bits. So if that's not your cup of tea, I would say pass. And I am still reading Sea of Tranquility. That is by the same author that did Station 11. That's her newest book. I'm about halfway there. I'm a little confused about what is going on because it's like going through time and they're jumping like ahead like a lot. And I feel like I hate when books do that because I read a chapter or a section and I get into the characters and then they're gone. And then there's a new set of characters and a new story. And it's like, but what about those? What happened with those? So I don't know if they're going to come back later. Yeah, so that kind of bugs me a little bit. I don't mind like time traveling through time as long as it's the same characters. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind as the book goes on. I'm like half done, so I'm not sure what's going on or what's happening or where this is going. But I am liking it. Okay, yep, that's it for reading. And that's it for reading. I think I'm going to start the Harry Potter, I think it's book 4. I think that's where I left off. I am rereading the Harry Potter series and knitting a pair of Harry Potter socks 1 a month until I'm done with the series. I like to do that. That's just for me because I got lots of Harry Potter yarn in there. And I'm doing shorties so that next year I have yarn all ready. Okay, watching. My husband and I are watching Merlin season 2 and Vikings season 4. And we had a discussion about Netflix here. I know I've talked about this in the past. We have the streaming service and the DVD service. We have two DVDs at a time. We watch one, we return it. They send us a new one. And lately, even like before COVID, like the mail-in times have been stretched farther and farther and farther. Like when we first signed up, our discs came from, I don't want to say because that's going to say where I live and I don't want to put that out in the world. But it was in a city that was like 20 minutes away from my house. So we got our discs really fast. And then they closed that facility down, and then they moved it to Ohio. And then it was like 3 days. And now I think they closed the Ohio one down, and now our discs are being sent from New Jersey. So now it's taking... I returned both discs last Friday or Saturday. Now I am aware that Monday was a holiday and there's no mail. But it took a week to get our discs. So I think we're going to finish up Vikings, and then we're going to remove the DVDs from our queue, or the service, the DVD. We're just going to get rid of it because it's taking way too long. We'll probably just rent movies from Apple TV from now on if there's a movie we want to watch. Yeah, because it's ridiculous. It takes a week. And it takes us, if it's a movie, it takes us a day to watch it. I don't know. The DVD service from Netflix is dying. I understand that. It's slowly dying. And that is another reason why it's like, there are shows I want to watch. Like I said with Vikings, they didn't have season 2. So, yeah, we just need to, we're going to finish Vikings, and I think we're going to cancel that. We're still going to keep the streaming section or part, and then we're gonna I think we're gonna get Paramount Plus or Paramount, whatever you want to call it. It's Netflix from streaming. They took off all of the Star Trek series, all of them, and we watched them a ton. So we're going to get Paramount. I looked through their little list of what they had, and I kind of got excited because, like, all of my Nickelodeon 90s cartoons are on there. Is it weird that I would watch cartoons? I'm almost 39. It's okay to watch cartoons, right? Oh, yeah, they had Rocko's Modern Life. They had Rugrats. They had Doug. They had Angry Beavers, Cat Dog. What else? They had Ren and Stimpy. Oh. And they had, what was it, Real Monsters? Oh, my goodness. I loved all of those as a kid. They're probably, if I watch them, they're probably not going to be good, but, so yeah. Oh, and they have Survivor and Big Brother. They have a lot of reality stuff on there. I know that's junky TV. My husband probably wouldn't like it if I watched it, but you know what? It's okay to watch junk TV every once in a while, right? I used to watch Big Brother when I had broadcast TV and Survivor, but yeah, they have all of the seasons, so I could start over and watch all of them. Or try to figure out where I left off and watch the rest, because after, with the reality ones, you're like, oh, he wins. Okay, there's no point of watching it. So, yeah, I think that we're going to go that route. So we'll have Netflix streaming and Paramount. Yeah. But we're going to finish Vikings first, because Vikings is not on Paramount, and it's not on streaming. So we're on season 4. I think there's 6 seasons. I think it's done. Vikings is done, right? Or is it still on? at any rate. If it's not done, I will probably just buy the seasons that I haven't watched because I have to finish it. All right, that's it for reading and watching. So much for a short episode. We're at 40 minutes. I got my row 1 minis. And guess what? It's 75-25 base. Yay. So these are going to go in my Penguono stash. Like I said, row 1 minis is a subscription service. You get 10 gram minis every month. A mystery dyer. This one is Megs & Co. I can't open this paper. There's their logo. I have never heard of them before. But I was so happy it was 75-25 because that's my favorite. They are pre-wound. I'm not sponsored. I just really love these guys. I just love these minis. They're pre-wound and they're labeled with the dyer name and the colorway. So, like, right now I'm just opening and putting these in a big pile or in a big bag. And so when I pull one out, I say, ooh, I really like that one. I want a full skein. I have the dyer name and the colorway, so I can easily find it, which is beautiful. So that is my row 1 minis. It comes with what I just showed you, a paper. It usually comes with a treat. Sometimes I eat it, sometimes I give it to my kids. It also comes with a stitch marker, and there's a what's that called? Light bulb stitch marker, so you can make it a progress keeper. But oh, look, it's a smiley face. Oh, love it. I'm not gonna put those back in the bag. And then I've been opening my Dragon Horn yarn, not my Dragon Horn yarns, my Yarn Cafe creation, My Little Pony Advent. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna show the colors. I am not reading these names because, oh my word. I am not into the ponies. I'm going to try to get these in order. I wrote down the days on here. I probably had them in order, but then when I grabbed them, I messed it up. Okay, so here is July 4th. This is the 4th through the 10th. I opened them all, one a day. My friend Amie from Happy Yarn has this calendar, so we've been opening it together. I'm going to show day 10, but this isn't going to be published until tomorrow, so I won't be, if you have this calendar, you're not going to be spoiled. But this is day 4. Like I said, this one's Fireball. This is day 5. I guess I'll read the ones that I understand. I don't know all the pony names. This one is Morphin Pink. That was the first one. All right, this is day 6. Magenta Blossom. I like that one. It's pretty. Day 7. Tinka 2. I really like that one. Pinks and purples and grays. And what did I say? 7. That's not 8. Here we go. Here's 8. And this one is Rainbow, either Swoop or Snoop. I can't tell with her handwriting. Purple. We're going into purple. 9. I thought these were the same when I opened this one. I'm like, hey, we already have this color, but it's different. It's way different. This one's more gray, or darker gray. And this one is Melody Gale. And this one is, today's is Diamond Mint. Diamond Mint. I really like this one. Oh, it has teal in it. Teal and purple. So far, this one's my favorite. But I do like this one. The day 6 Magenta Blossom. So that is all of my minis for this week. I love opening minis. Those are probably going to be used for my Penguono or whatever scrappy project I feel like. All right, life stuff real fast. I'll talk about my bad week. My no good, bad week. So I told you probably 3 weeks ago, month ago, we got new internet. I don't know all the lingo, but we were going to get 25, is it megabits? I think it's megabits. We used to have 6, so I was like all excited to have this super fast internet to upload my videos. Well, it's been giving us trouble. I haven't talked about it on here, but it hasn't been working all. When it works, it's glorious. But there are times where it just cuts out and stops working altogether for about a few hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 6 hours. Maybe it wasn't 6 hours. Usually it's about 2. You know, that doesn't fly with my husband. You know, if it was just me by myself, like, fine, I'll just knit for 2 hours and I'll come back. But since my husband's working from home, we gotta have working internet. No matter what the speed is, it's gotta work. So we had them come out last week, because Wednesday it went out in the morning. Called them up, and they did some stuff, and it worked. We're like, okay. They're like, we're still going to send somebody out, see if we'll figure it out. I'm like, okay. So then Thursday, we woke up in the morning, it was out again, and my husband's like, I can't deal with this, I'm going to the office. His office is still open right now. Their lease ends in September, and he's not sure if they're renewing it or not, so. His office is still technically open, so he took his computer and he left. Now I had the whole day to myself. My kids were at my parents and grandparents, or my parents and my in-laws. I should have had a better week, but I did not because of this. So yes, it was quiet, and I guess they were out of the house, so I didn't have to deal with them and the internet guy. So my husband went to work. I had to deal with the internet guy to try to fix the solution. And to fix the solution, I don't count this as fixing. They had to lower our speed to 18 megs, which is why I wanted to do a shorter episode, because I still want to upload during the day. I don't like doing it at night anymore. I got spoiled. So it's probably going to take a long time to upload today. And my family's just going to have to deal with it. I'm just going to hog the internet today. I don't know if we're going to be able to watch TV, do other things. I don't know how it's going to go. So they're probably not going to have computer time today, because I have no idea how long it's going to take. From uploading to like processing and checking, it's been taking about 4 hours with the 25. So now that it's 18, I have no idea. It might take 6 hours. It might take 8 hours. And I cannot upload my videos while my husband's working. So this is what's going to happen. And I don't care. I'm kind of mad at him right now. So we're just going to see how it goes. I'm still going to upload during the day. Everybody will just be mad at me. And I don't care. I don't care. Okay, the other thing that kind of irritates me. So my husband made a comment to me this morning about my yarn spending. So you know what that means. I am on a yarn timeout. There's nothing like somebody telling you not to buy yarn, and it just makes me want to buy more yarn. I am not canceling my Real One minis. I am not canceling my Freckled Whimsy DK skein. Not doing it. So, yeah. I wanted to make... Stephen West put out a Painting Waves blanket. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram. I did the Painting Wave shawl, and oh, it's beautiful. So I had all my yarn picked out, and I knew what I was going to do, and then he just told me not to buy yarn. So I guess that blanket's not happening, which makes me sad. So, yeah. So my husband told me not to buy yarn. So yeah, I'm pretty grumpy. Yes, I bought a lot of Advents, but does he know how fast I knit? So right here, this is the bulk of my stash. I do have a few like cubes. I think I have, was it four? Four more of these, 4 cubes over yonder. You can't see them. They have, one has cross stitch, and then I think the rest are like scraps and minis. Or maybe something else. No, 2 of them are scraps and minis. One's cross stitch stuff, and I think one is my minis for my Cozy Memories that I've been saving for the past year. So, yeah, I feel like that's not a lot. So, yeah, I'm kind of mad. So, it is what it is. If you have any suggestions on how I can raise some cash, let me know. I am not getting a job. I wonder if I told my husband, I'm like, well, I'm going to get a job so I can get some more yarn. I wonder what he would say. I'm probably not going to do that. I would lose my knitting time and I would knit less. So, yeah. That is that. I am mad. Send your thoughts and prayers to see how long he lives. No, I'm joking. So yeah, bad internet. Fixing the internet by lowering the speed is not fixing it, in my opinion. But I guess apparently, I didn't say this, their office or wherever the internet comes from, whatever building that is, to our house is too far away, and that was the explanation I got of why we can't get 25. We can only get 18. Which is why, another part why I'm mad, because when they installed this, they should have checked that before they installed everything. Right? Because he was out there saying, all right, how fast can we get? Because I heard him talking on the phone. And he's like, okay, whoa, stop. And then it was 18. So he knew that we can only get 18, but the guy that installed it didn't. For reals. So we will see how this goes. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm just grumpy now, and I don't want to make you grumpy. I'm going to still knit. I'm going to knit all this yarn. I'm going to knit it all, and yeah. So if I seem grumpy in the next, month or 2, it's because I'm not being able to buy any yarn. So we'll see how grumpy I get. At any rate, I guess I'm spending too much money on yarn and bags, which makes me sad because Stitching Plaza is going to come out with a Doctor Who bag. She posted fabric yesterday, and I said I wanted it, and now I don't know if I can buy it. I have a lot of purchases coming that I purchased in the past, week or so. It's just taking a while. I have a couple bags from Stitching Plaza. I have my Freckled Whimsy. I feel like there's something else. Oh, Hue Loco. I made a couple purchases from Hue Loco. Stop stressing me out, and maybe I won't buy as much yarn. I don't know. That's probably not going to happen. All right, so I got to be good this week and not buy anything. Let's see if I can do it. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading those and interacting with you all. Ring the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new episode. I'm pretty good about uploading on Monday morning. I schedule it to post 6 a.m. Monday morning. That's another thing why I like to upload during the day, so I can just publish it and go to bed and not have to worry about it. And leave the computer on all night. So cross your fingers for me that this doesn't take 10 hours to upload today. We're at 54 minutes. Let's see what happens. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.